Hello, hi, my name is Bianca Rocks. Fold laundry with me as we have a little chat. It seems like every video that I make, I am also doing something else. Just because that's how you get stuff done, honestly. I want to be a content creator. My whole life is content. I'm always doing content. I'm yapping, so it's content. So we're making the content. So I'm doing the content while I'm also doing my chores. I want to talk about the 7 different chakras of the body. If you would like to go ahead and grab a notebook, I too have my notebook. In order to work with your chakras, you must first understand what chakras are to begin with. The chakras are these 7 different swirling balls of light and energy that are inside of your body. Imaginatively, okay, I'm not a doctor, this is not doctor related science. It's all like spiritual practice based things. Let me say this right now. None of what I am talking about is religion specific. You can be atheist, you can be Buddhist, you can be Christian, you can be Muslim, and you can be able to experience balance within yourself. This is not a religion. This is a mindfulness practice. The chakras are these different places in your body, energy centers in your body that hold different types of energy. And when they are imbalanced or overactive or just not doing as they should, you experience a whole world of negative effects or just effects that do not serve you and your greatest good. Doesn't necessarily mean it's negative, you guys. These different energy centers are responsible for different emotions, the ways in which we are able to express ourselves, our thought processes, all of those fun things. They can be felt throughout the body. They affect different parts of your body depending on where these chakras are. It is very, very, very important to balance your chakras in order, because when you balance your chakras out of order, you skip over the necessaries that you have to have a foundation. You need a solid foundation in order to build anything off of. Without that solid foundation, you are going to overwhelm yourself. The whole system's gonna be fucked up. Listen to me. I know these things. It's no fun to unblock your crown chakra and your third eye chakra and have an imbalanced root chakra. It sucks. Don't do that to yourself. It's terrible. It screams spiritual psychosis. What is the root chakra? What is it? What does it do? How do I fix it? The root chakra is the first chakra in your body, and it governs your feelings of security and stability and your sense of self. It is the foundation. When you have a strong foundation, you are able to build up on that. The root chakra is located at the base of your spine. It is the very first chakra in your body. On the bottom, the spine is like this. It is the last one. The root chakra itself is associated with the color red. And there's multiple different crystals and multiple different ways that you can work with the chakra in order to balance it. One of my favorite ways to end up balancing my chakra is to wear red jasper. It has such a calming, grounding energy. I feel so stable. This is kind of how it feels. It's like I'm smack dab in the ground. My roots are coming down. They are gripped onto the soil and the dirt of the earth, and I am able to grow. The easiest way I can explain it, it's like walking on eggshells. If you constantly feel like you're walking on eggshells, or just things are just inherently going to go wrong, you always have that nagging thought, not even in the back of your head, in the forefront of your mind, you have a nagging thought that things are going to go wrong, you're constantly walking on eggshells, I would suggest you sit down and you balance your root chakra. Balancing your chakras does not have to be this whole You can experiment and find what works for you. I find that meditating and working with crystals and also just being out in the actual elements themselves tend to help me balance my chakras. It may take a while, but experiment and find out what works for you. If you are very fashionable, if you like to put intention into the things that you wear, you can wear red with the intention of it balancing your root chakra. A good way to kind of audit your life, to realize where you need more things at, is to take a peek into your closet. If you have a lot of one color, it can go to show where you may be experiencing an overactive chakra. Each chakra is associated with a different food. For example, root vegetables and the color themselves, depending on where the food grows at, and depending on the color that that food holds, can give you different properties and grounding energy. For example, beets are red, so you can use beets to help balance your root chakra as well. Stay tuned because I will be making a video on different foods and more in depth on how they are able to balance your chakras and how you can incorporate foods into your day-to-day life in order to allow yourself a more balanced type of feel and vibe type deal, you know what I'm saying? Affirmations are one of my favorite ways to balance my chakras because it is honestly so easy. Find ones that you like that start with I am. Those are the ones that most heavily resonate with your root chakra. Moving on, we have the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is located about 3 fingers below your navel, and it is the center of your emotions and your flow. When your sacral chakra is imbalanced, you can feel creative blockages. You can also feel like your sexual drive is really low, and you can feel an overwhelming sense of emotions or an underwhelming sense of emotions. The sacral chakra is associated with the water element, so anytime you're looking to balance this, you can go ahead and spend time in bodies of water, buy water, drink water, eat watery fruits. Oranges are an amazing fruit to eat if you are working to balance your sacral chakra. It is also the color orange. So disorganized, but if you are a person who just likes having information yelled at you like I do, you will probably retain more information from this video as opposed to me just going, and this is what this does, and this is what this does, and this is what this does as well. When your sacral chakra is unbalanced, it feels like you're fucking drowning, you guys. The sacral chakra is associated with feels, so you always want to use an I feel affirmation. Jeez, this is hard. This is a hard yap session, you guys. This is a very structured, hard. This is way difficult. Moving on, we have our solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus is in the center of your body, baby. That's where your abs at, boy. Your solar plexus chakra is the center of your willpower, your confidence, and your self-esteem. When your sacral chakra is in balance, you feel confident, able to take on the world, and you can take on the world. And when it is imbalanced or underactive, you may find it hard to shine, you know? You may find it hard to show up as yourself. You may find it hard to be yourself. Your self-esteem may be low. Here's the thing, babes. When it's overactive, you're a cocky son of a bitch and you need to get put in check. So just make sure it's balanced. All these things come with pros and cons. The cons come into point when you start to overly work with these things, and they become overactive. Your solar plexus chakra is associated with the color yellow, hence why it is hard to shine when your solar plexus chakra is unbalanced, because it is the color of the sun. It's also associated with the fire element. If you ever feel like your solar plexus chakra is imbalanced, go sunbathe. Do things that bring back your power. The affirmation for your solar plexus chakra is I have, I will. So much more. Fucking damn. God damn. Where's my swimsuit? Okay, I didn't know it was that much in there. I didn't know it was that, it got that deep. It gets that deep. Moving up, we have our heart chakra. The heart chakra is your sense of love, compassion, and balance. When your heart chakra is imbalanced, you may just be really angry. Grief resides within the heart chakra, and grief is what happens when unresolved change develops into anger, and then that anger develops into grief. And that is what primarily blocks your heart chakra. If you just be mad all the time about any little thing, if you have a deep fear of change, your heart chakra is unbalanced and could use a little bit of love. It's okay. The Grinch's heart grew too, guys. The heart chakra is associated with the color green. If you ever want to intentionally work with your heart chakra, you can pick out clothing that is associated with the color green. You can eat foods that are green. It is also associated with the element air. Like anytime my heart chakra is in balance, I will run and I will allow that wind to carry me, allow that air to carry me. And I will allow it to flow through my heart. Like I will just run and I'll imagine it like flowing through my heart space and cleansing out and unblocking all of those things that I may be holding on to without my knowledge. Moving on to your throat chakra. Your throat chakra is the center of communication, your self-expression. It is associated with the color blue. And wear things that are blue with the intention of unblocking, balancing your throat chakra. And the throat chakra's affirmations start with I speak. Pretty much what the throat chakra is about speaking your truth. It is about embodying your truth and being your truth. If you feel like there are restrictions around how you express yourself or the extent in which you can express yourself, you may be experiencing a blocked throat chakra. Moving on to your third eye chakra, which is purple in its color. It is the center of our intuition and the way that we see our path before us. You may find yourself like cutting your own self off from your intuition. You may find yourself disconnected from your intuition, always looking for advice from other people as opposed to trusting the path that you already know exists for yourself. Ways that you can balance this is by wearing purple, is by eating purple fruits and vegetables. You know, eggplants are a thing, which is really interesting. Affirmations for your third eye chakra are I see, baby. Last, but definitely not least, and it should definitely be the last one that you decide to do, okay? The third eye chakra and the crown chakra should definitely be the last ones that you decide to work on because these two are slightly intense. And I am telling you this as a friendly freaking warning, okay? Nod your head if you know what I'm talking about. Nod your head if you're listening, because unblocking these things when you are not ready and do not have a stable foundation can end you up into a spiritual psychosis, okay? Thank you. When your crown chakra is blocked or imbalanced, you may feel like you're cut off from source. It may feel like you have no hope. It may feel like when you pray, no one is there listening or answering your prayers. The crown chakra is associated with the color white or purple, like a light colored purple or white. If you ever intentionally want to work with your crown chakra, wear white with the intention of connecting with source, whichever source that may be. Let me say this right now. None of what I am talking about is religion specific. You can be atheist, you can be Buddhist, you can be Christian, you can be Muslim, and you can be able to experience balance within yourself. This is not a religion. This is a mindfulness practice. When it is balanced, you have a deep inner knowing that things are just going to work out for you, that everything is going to be okay. When you pray, you feel at ease because you have given your prayers to the universe and you know that the universe will fall through. How do you know that? You just know it. That's what having an unblocked crown chakra does for you. I have shared all of the knowledge that I have to share today. If you have stopped by to listen to me yap and fold my clothes, thank you very much. If you have learned something and plan to incorporate it into your day-to-day life, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Drop a comment on what it is that you think about incorporating into your life. Whether that be meditating, intentionally wearing your clothes, which is a really fun thing to do, you guys, or eating foods that correlate with different chakras. Let me know what you got going on. If you are interested in joining a community of like-minded individuals all on the same path and journey to better themselves through spirituality, astrology, witchcraft, who knows, it's all under the sun, we're all just having fun, go ahead and join the Discord. That link will be in the description box below. Until then, I will see you guys very soon. I'm gonna continue to fold clothes because folding clothes and yapping is not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. Anyways, see you guys soon.